Hey guys, what's up? Nick here once again. So my full unboxing and first impressions of the Ewin Flash XL upgraded series gaming office chair. So let's get right into it. First off, I want to say thank you sincerely to Ewin for sending me this chair. If you guys don't remember, I did make a video about a year ago on a different Flash XL chair by Ewin, and I absolutely loved it. It's actually the chair I've been using as my daily driver ever since. And you better believe I was extremely excited when I got another email from these guys and they want to send me another product. And I absolutely loved the look of this chair online. And I have to say, in person, it's even better. So this is the XL version of the Flash series, and this is the brand new quote-unquote upgraded series from Ewin. From what I can tell from their website, a lot of the changes are just cosmetic and a couple extra niceties along the way. We'll get into those in a minute, but the XL version is recommended for people who are 5'7" up to 7 feet tall. So if you are a bigger person, this is the chair for you. And before you ask, yes, they do have chair sizes that are for smaller people that are necessarily not for the XL size. However, I'm a bigger guy myself, not necessarily tall, but I do weigh a little bit more than the average Joe. So I opted in for the XL version, and that's the one that I am testing out here. It does support up to 550 pounds, which is just insane. I don't know how they'd be able to do that, but apparently it's rated for that, which is pretty awesome. So this chair should essentially fit almost every single human being on the planet. As you're watching me unbox the chair here and put it together, I'm just going to go over some of the main points of interest that I wanted to go over based off their website. So with the new Flash XL series, they have a 4D lumbar support system. And with this 4D support system, essentially it's a 4-way adjustable design that allows you to fine-tune the support to your preference, which in turn promotes proper posture and reduces back pain. After actually being able to use this chair now for a full day, I have to say that the 4D lumbar support is an awesome system and it works really well. It's very easy to fine tune it with 2 different knobs on both sides of the chair, one that adjusts in and out to essentially have it stick farther out to give you a better posture, or to have it sink more in so be a little bit more comfortable if you want to relax. And you can also move it up and down. So if you have a curvature in your spine like I do in my lower spine, I can move it down to the lower spine to give it a little bit more support, overall feeling much better. So really, I just gotta say thank you, Ewin, for putting a really good lumbar support in this chair that's fully customizable. They also have magnetic full metal 4D PU padded armrests. I gotta say, these are by far the most comfortable armrests that I've ever used. I can't tell you how many chair reviews I have done in the past where I complained about the armrests just being too stiff or just really not having any padding whatsoever. However, that's not the case here. These have plenty of padding. They are on the stiffer side, of course, but I think they will kind of break in over time the more you use them. But just out of the box, just pushing down on these, they have a lot of padding, and there's a pretty thick amount of foam in there, which is nice to see. They're also magnetic, like I stated, so they're easily removable and replaceable. So down the line, they probably could come out with some new designs, even with like custom made accents or different designs or whatnot, which is really cool. And they're super easy to swap out because they're just connected by magnets, so you don't have to worry about unscrewing anything or taking apart the chair. And speaking of magnets, they also have a magnetic built-in slow rebound memory foam head pillow. Super convenient. This is also what other companies have been doing recently with their gaming chairs, and I'm so happy that Ewin is following suit. This pillow is extremely soft, it's very cushiony, it's got a nice kind of cooling feel to it. So when you lay your head against it, it's almost like you're flipping your pillow over to the cold side during the night. It's just an amazing feeling pillow. And the magnets are really strong. I don't feel like I'm ever going to worry about this falling down onto my back while I'm using the chair. And it sticks into different positions as well, so depending on how tall you are, you can have it higher or lower on the chair. And speaking of that memory foam, they also have the temperature and pressure sensitive cold core foam technology is what they're calling it, in both the seat of the chair as well as the pillow. And of course, in the included lumbar support pillow. I did notice, and I will say this right now, the lumbar support pillow is a really nice and cool add-on for free, but I don't really use it because the lumbar support built into the chair is already good enough. But if you want even extra support, just a little bit of padding below you, you can put that pillow back there, which is really nice. And with that cold core foam in the seat, its temperature and pressure sensitive properties ensure that it molds to your body shape. It promotes proper posture and reduces fatigue during long gaming sessions. I have to say, after editing this video and putting together some other things in the past day, I have had no fatigue whatsoever on my spine, on my legs. There's so much room on this chair, especially for a larger guy like myself. I cannot recommend the seat cushion more. I was kind of worried it'd be more on the stiffer side, and after using chairs like the Secret Labs chair that is extremely notorious for being very stiff and not very comfortable, it kind of comes down to personal preference. I know a lot of people like the stiffness of those chairs, and I'm just personally not a fan. I much prefer more of a cushion when I sit down on a chair, and I like having some extra support as well. This is the perfect middle ground. It's definitely firm enough to keep you in place and to not sink down to the bottom of the chair, but it also has enough cushion to keep your legs relaxed and just to feel overall comfortable without feeling like you're sitting on a plank of wood. And lastly, it's created out of a durable carbon steel frame. So this chair is very durable, it's very rigid, and it definitely feels high quality. It's got a nice weight to it, a good heft to it, which makes it feel like it's made out of premium materials. It doesn't feel like it's going to shatter on you or you're going to dent it or bend it by moving it around. Even putting it together was a breeze with the included instructions, which was just like, they had the pictures and the labeling, just ready to go. Super easy. It literally took me 25 minutes to put this chair together. Even though it looked a little intimidating out of the box, I'm not going to lie. There was a lot of pieces to put together and a lot of things to look at, but again, with the easy to follow instructions, I was able to put it together within 25 minutes. So I got to hand it to Ewin for making it a very easy installation process. And now that we have the chair fully assembled, as you can see here, I'm going to go over some of the key features of the chair that I've noticed. So yes, this does have a backrest that can fully recline, but I will say it doesn't recline nearly as much as some other chairs that I've tested in the past, but that's really not a bad thing. I can't tell you how many times in these gamer chairs that I've reclined all the way back and almost felt like I was going to fall on my ass. Not the case whatsoever here, and it definitely reclines back enough so that you could easily take a nap in it if you ever wanted to. And being able to recline, you can also of course lock it in place into whichever position that you prefer, which is again very nice and easy to take a nap in. They also have a tilt tension knob underneath the chair, so you can adjust it to whatever way you like it in the sense of rocking back and forth. So if you're like me, I don't like to lock my chair into place. I like to be able to kind of lean back and kind of rock back and forth, if you will. So this allows you to turn the knob clockwise to loosen the rocking tension of the chair, or you can go counterclockwise to tighten it in order to have a more tighter rocking sensation. So it's really nice that they gave you this option. A lot of chairs do not come with this. The armrests are 4D adjustable, and what that means is there's 4 different directions that you can actually move them. You can move them in and out, so if you're a little bit of a wider person, you can push them out, or if you're skinnier and you just want them closer to your body, you can push them in. You can slide them forward or backward, up and down, and even diagonal in and diagonal out. So yeah, fully adjustable to your heart's content. You can even go underneath the chair and loosen some screws and adjust them to make them even wider depending on the person. That's a really nice key feature that a lot of chair manufacturers fail to accomplish. That again, I have to applaud Ewin for thinking of that. And underneath the chair, we have 2 different levers, both on the right and on the left. The right lever is for your height adjustment. So if you push it up, you can go down or up, depending on how high you want the chair to be. This is another huge plus for the Flash XL. I absolutely love how tall this chair gets. So many chairs in the past that I've reviewed just don't get tall enough to where I feel like my feet are always just sitting on the floor and they get uncomfortable after a while. Whereas with this chair, at the highest elevation that it goes, my feet kind of dangle off the ground a little bit. It feels very nice. I like that. And you also have the ability, of course, to shorten it to go down to as far as I need. But I just can't thank them enough for finally making a chair that gets tall enough for people who have longer legs. And on the left side, we have the left handle, which is essentially for locking your chair in place. Again, if you want to not have to rock it back and forth, you can lock it and you can stay in your desired position whenever you like. So yeah, I guess my overall first impressions, and again, this is not a review of this product. This is essentially just how it feels out of the box, first impressions, first time sitting in it. It's extremely comfortable. I don't really have any complaints with the durability of it, the build quality, the setup, everything was grade A, easy, and I love this chair. I absolutely love it. It's definitely taking the place of the original Flash XL that I was using before. I like the design of this a lot more as well. It's more minimalist. It's not really in your face like the other Ewin chairs seem to be, where they're more kind of like that DX Racer look kind of chairs. But I love the look of these ones. I like the blue stitching as well in between the black PU leather strips. It just adds a nice aesthetic to it that you just can't beat. And speaking of the material, it's very high quality. I don't feel like this is going to tear easily or fall apart over time. Obviously, I can't say for sure though, that's going to come with time. But just first impressions, it feels really nice on the skin. I like the feeling of the cushion underneath my seat, and the cushion is very comfortable. Again, it's more of a firm cushion, so be expecting that. But it's definitely a lot more comfortable than other ones that I've used on the market that I stated earlier. I also really like that the quote-unquote wings on the left and right sides of the seat don't angle up too high. A lot of chairs out there like to put these big drastic angles, or wings I like to call them, on the edges of the chairs. And what that does is, for people like me who have wider thighs, they really dig into your thighs and it gets very uncomfortable over time. Not the case whatsoever here. I absolutely love this because not only is it just more comfortable while sitting, but I can also just sit cross-legged on my chair and not have to worry about having my feet fall asleep or just digging into my skin really. So yeah, again, I absolutely love the cushion on this chair. So overall, am I pleased with the Ewin Flash XL upgraded gaming chair? Yes, absolutely. I want to say right now, no, I was not paid to make this video, and no, they didn't pay me to say anything specific in this video. This is my true thoughts and my honest feelings, but they did send this to me for free to test out and to make a video on. But I'm not going to have any personal bias towards it. If it had issues, I would have reached out to them and let them know, like, hey, this was a problem. And I would have probably still put that in the video because I want to be as honest as I can with you guys with these videos. But I also want to remind everybody this was not a full video review. If you would like me to make a full video review in the future, I definitely can do that. But let me know in the comment section below, and I will do that after a couple of months just to kind of give a good feel for the chair so I can give you my full and honest thoughts. So with that, thank you again so much, Ewin, for sending me this chair to test out for this video. If you guys would like to purchase one, I will have a link in the description below. And if you use my code VICARIOUS at checkout, you can get an extra 20% off your final order. So definitely check it out there. And again, thank you so much, Ewin. You guys are amazing. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, share, support as always. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Hopefully see you in the next one. Peace out.